Tsundere is first.
Hello, hello, everybody. Bear with me. I gotta wait like 2 minutes to log out of my work because I'm technically at work, but I finish all my shit early, so I decided to start this stream early as well for today. There's a bear. It's Mugen. This is Mugen. Good to get to the system. Hold on, I will show you.
Lycoris incarnata is giving bread googlet eyes for 5 minutes.
God damn it, Lycoris. Of course, of course. I will show you a picture if I can find my folder. Um, but this is my old pupper, Mugen. Hi, Monarch. How you doing? How you doing? Okay. Hopefully that works. Maybe not. Doesn't want to show up. Oops, oops. I didn't mean to click that. I didn't mean to click that.
Google Docky has followed.
Oh no.
Welcome to the cult.
Not Google Docky. Please, please, anyone put that. Please. Well, thank you for the follow, Google Docky. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, here we go. Oops. I just gotta make it. Oh, fuck. I did the thing again. Ah! Today's starting off, well, as you can see. Yes, doggy. This is my doggy, Mugen. He's the reason that we donate 100% of... Yes, bread. Yes, it is bread. Bread. Hi, Alpha. Hi, Mamushi. Yeah, he's the reason we donate all of the channel proceeds. The channel proceeds to Chow Chow Rescue. But so I decided to have the mascot kind of themed after him. So that is Mugen the Pooch. Hi, buddy. Thank you, Dust. Thank you. Not sure if I have flat out said it, but I am Hugh. Oh, you're Hugh Janus. So you have two accounts? Is this the one you use when you don't want to get kicked out of people's chats? Mugen is plotting something. He definitely... Look at his hold on, where's his little toggles? Where's his little... Okay, there you go. Look at him. He's mad about something. Hi, Lazuli. I clearly cannot talk. Okay, hold on a second. Let me log out of my work because it is finally my non-work time. So I do not want to be on my work PC no mo. Plus it's in the way. Isn't Mad Mugen cute? Mad his owner goofing around with googly eyes. Hey, last stream. Hi Teely, how you doing? Last stream he had googly eyes of his own, okay? And they were absolutely magnificent. And if you missed them and you want to see them, go ahead and join our Discord because we made a sticker from a screenshot that Bunny took. But yeah, no, in addition to being angry, look, he can also be sleepy. So he's just sleeping here just for the sake of transparency. I believed you. Spinning up Final Fantasy now too. It's gonna be me soon. I can feel it. Oh, when you turn into a fur... I'm not a fur... Okay, a dog is not a furry, okay? It has to be like at least partially humanoid. I hear the Discord is a cult. You heard correctly. Okay, so again, if you're not in my Discord, we did decide. Well, I say we, but oh my gosh, Alpha, I just saw your dog pic you posted in there. It is so cute. Is it a Chihuahua? So cute, okay. If you don't join to see the googly-eyed Mugen, you should join to see Alpha's cute pupper. But yeah, okay, so I'm switching from doing 2 3-hour streams to doing 3 2-hour streams instead. So hopefully I'm gonna stay a little bit more on track. If I end up moving in the next year or so, I want to get a Tibetan mask. Oh, those are huge. I can only imagine like having to groom them and stuff. Wait, what? Wait, that was you, right? Hold on. Who just posted in pet tags? Yeah, that was you. Your dog with the cute little pink hoodie, right? I can't tell in the picture if it's a Chihuahua or not. But welcome in Teely to the cult. Welcome in. Let me give you a little wave sticker. Nah, definitely not a... Look, we are loud and proud about being a cult on this channel, okay? All right. You know, how are we gonna recruit otherwise? Okay? You know, we just got to stand on business with the cult, all right? We are 10 toes in on the business aspect of the cult. So, I heard garlic breads get sacrificed in your Discord. True, true. Because that's the evil cousin that we don't like. So not only do they get sacrificed, we give them we give everybody daily garlic bread rations as well. But it's kind of stale, so I have a Dachshund, so he is very oh, the little wiener dogs. Those are my dad has. They're so cute. Hi, beautiful. Oh, thank you, thank you. You get sucked in from out of context memes like me, exactly. Paid my pet tax. All right, hold on. Let me see Bunny's pet tax. Oh, and Lazuli too. Oh, the cute doggo and the cute cats. I love it. I love you. Thank you for the tax. Now the tax man, the pet tax man will not come after you. Just send a pick and pet tax free. Oh, he's very, very cute. I don't know about joining a cult. Is there a trial period? Okay, so Paige, part of me wants to say yes, just to get you in the cult, but it's kind of like one of those things, once you join, you can't leave. So, yes, maybe. What? I love a good garlic bread? Well, good thing you are in the cult now. So, I try to find St. Bernard with chow puppies. He's also the smallest version of that dog, so he's smaller than backpack size. Oh, my dog loves pillows and thinks he's way too human. I would always try to give Mugen pillows, but he never wants to go on the pillow. It's mostly Lucian, and the last pick was Lucian and her older brother Whiskers. I love it. I love the name. Fun fact, after joining the cult, you don't need to worry. Exactly. You know, you have no bills. You don't have to worry about getting food. You know, you might have to worry about other things, including being red lobstered, but you know, it just comes with the territory, you know? You don't ask for a trial period. A true cultist just jumps right into it. Hell yeah. I like the I dig the energy there. Lurk while I make my dinner. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your food. What the fuck does that mean? Wait, which part? Which part, Alpha? You're in the chat now, you can never escape. Pretty much. I mean, like, so asking about a trial period is kind of like more of a rhetorical question because it's not actually an option for you now. Oh, the lobster? Alpha. Okay, Alpha, you should check out the lore channel in the Discord. I've kind of done something stupid and changed my Twitch name. Oh, I love it, Monarch. That's so cute. Fun fact, that's not how you say Lucian's name is pronounced differently. Well, girl, right how it's pronounced then. Shit. What was I gonna say? Clunk, I love the angry face cat. That was absolutely beautiful. I love it. Is it Lucian? It could be like Lucian. But yeah, so today I'm trying to keep the yapping to a minimum. So I can stop, like, being bullied about just yapping all the time. My cat, when the food bowl has been empty for 5 Yeah, Mugen he would go over and, like, lick his empty bowl and then just look at me with this, like, unamused face. Have you heard about the critically acclaimed cult, the Sour Bros Bakery? Join now for free with a special limited time offer. Yeah, the limited time offer is double garlic bread. I took your advice from Parasocial. Well, Monarch, you are the #1 parasocial, okay? No worries, some of us like yapping. Well, but here's the problem, Paige, okay? Here's the problem. Last stream was 5 hours, okay? I normally don't go that long. Normally, like, 3 hours is the most. 5 hours. We played 3 minutes of the scheduled game. So it's kind of a problem, you know? She's so dramatic. I even wrote a song about it. Oh, do you have it, like, recorded or anything? Trying to keep the yapping to a minimum is a fool's errand. No, I'm trying. I'm gonna try today, okay? One of my roommates... Oh, hold on. I gotta scroll up. Where did it go? One of my roommate's dogs would pick up the empty food bowl and bring it to someone else. This is empty. Fix it. That's too cute. No yapping, extreme level. Okay, next time I'm just gonna go right to the game screen, okay? And then I can at least pretend I'm playing the game. So yapping is a skill. Well, I am very skilled then. Okay, that must be too much yapping. Yeah, so what happened was we were playing the game, but we started talking, you know. So we had our normal amount of getting off track and not actually playing the game. But then we started talking about Graha Tia, and then I was like trying to show everybody my FC room in the house because it's a Graha Tia shrine. And then that kind of like led to showing like all my houses and their designs, and then talking about Final Fantasy, and then showing off all the classes and talking about. So, you know, that was another like 2 hours. If you join now, I'll throw in another garlic bread, but that's not all. If you call today and bring a friend, you get one of the or the comfy corners. And I left and come back to see her playing Final Fantasy. Exactly. So we taking bets how long we actually make it into the game today. At least 1 hour, okay? At least 1 hour. I can put it somewhere eventually, but I have to make sure it doesn't have info that will dox. Fair. That's fair. Take your time. Take your time. There is no bread without her yapping for 3 hours straight, pretty much. Is this the class for Yaponomics? It is like it's like the master level class, you know. This is like it's like above college even, you know. The yap is strong with you. It is. It's too strong. That's the trick. You yap at chat while you stream. Yeah, see, because the problem is like I'm so ADHD that I can't do two things at one time. I just get distracted, you know. Unless it's like something like Played Up or whatever, where I just have the muscle memory of playing, then I can yap a little bit more while I actually play. But you know the username with the streamer's name? I did that to my Twitch name, and now I have to wait 60 days before Wait, why would you turn it back? Are you leaving the cult in 60 days, huh? I quit my job to watch the stream. Was that a bad idea? No, in fact, you are one of the most dedicated in the stream. Tasov. Tell me how to pronounce it. I need to know how to pronounce it because you're the number one. You're the number one. You know, you should just have scheduled days of just doing whatever you want to do. Chat, game, react, anything. Yes, all my schedule just TBD. It's kind of ironic you keep talking about garlic bread. I had it last night, but I'm sad because it was burnt. Oh, that's unfortunate. I do like eating like burnt food, but burnt garlic bread is kind of not so great. 1 hour, but subtract 59 minutes. Oh my, you guys are bullying me too much. Lazuli, to answer your question, warrior. Warrior is my top. I also like red mage, dancer, yeah, sage. I don't know why anyone would complain about a streamer talking. You walk into the kitchen and surprised to see a fridge there. No, somebody literally, when we were playing Doki Doki Literature Club, somebody literally said something in the chat like, "Can you stop talking to chat and like go back to playing the game?" I was like, this is my stream, so I'm gonna do what I want. Thanks. Hi, Solo. And you said, I don't know if I would have enough material for an only speaking stream. That's because it's like a mental thing, right? Like if I schedule a just chatting stream, I won't have anything. Like I have that mental block and I'll just run out of stuff to talk about. So she will reach 5 minutes of playing the game in the stream. I'm going all in. At least, okay, 1 hour, okay, 1 hour. Yandere bread just peeked out for a second there. At least I have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's true. TBH, I'm having spaghetti and maybe garlic bread. And ooh, I don't know what I'm having for dinner. It might be leftover pho. I had pho for lunch. Hi, Gooner. Welcome. Thank you for the lurk. I know you're like crazy busy at work still, so thank you. I appreciate it. Are streamers that only do just chatting streams a part of only chats? Well, that would be me if that was the case, you know. My brain, when I have nothing to talk about, can talk for hours. My brain, when I have to make conversation, 2 sentences. Exactly. Hi, Squish. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? I had garlic bread for dinner. Man, y'all making me wish I had garlic bread or something, because I don't even have any bread. Oh, thank you so much, Teely, for the bits. Thank you. If you freeze and I like it's the little angel bread. If you freeze and have nothing to talk about, I'm pretty sure the usual suspects will give you fire conversation starters. Maybe. I think more so I'll just do more like crafting type streams because I can more easily yap during those, but I can like talk about what I'm doing if I run out of stuff to talk about. So there's a YouTuber that dry aged steaks in yeast. He said it smelled like bread. And I immediately thought, this is how you would eat steaks for some. I don't know. That doesn't sound very good with with steak. Doing good, just relaxing? Hell yeah. If you guys haven't tried garlic bread spaghetti sandwich, it is so good. Sometimes I'll put my spaghetti on the garlic bread and take a bite, so, you know. You know what I got? Me some new garlic bread right now. Hopefully I don't burn it. Don't, Alpha. If you gotta take, it's better for it to be undercooked than overcooked. At least for that. There's some foods where it's better for it to be overcooked than undercooked, but garlic bread, it's still good if it's undercooked a little bit. Hi, Desync. How you doing? Welcome into the chat. I have some enchilada. Man, y'all just making me hungry, okay? You know, I was planning to eat after stream, but y'all always up in here talking about your food, and it always sounds freaking delicious. And then I get hungry, and then I'm starving the whole stream, man. Burnt toast is supposedly good for the tummy. Oh, really? I've never heard that. I had a small lunch, so yeah, I had just like a little bowl of pho, but I have like the other half in the fridge. So glad I chose to eat while watching the stream. Red, would you be interested in showing us your Final Fantasy world? No, you're trying to trick me. You're trying to trick me so that you can get your bet that I don't even do 5 minutes of the game. I see you. Imagine
Dex Desync has followed.
Oh, thank you for the follow,
Welcome to the cult.
Imagine if she scheduled a just chatting stream and spent the entire time playing a game on her list. That would actually be kind of funny. The production lines, I'm going insane and satisfactory. Somebody told me I would like that game, but my ex always tried to get me to play it, so it kind of like ruined it in my mind, but maybe one day. Go get a small bite to eat before you start playing. That's what I should do. That's what I should do, but I don't even know what I would get. So I'll just starve for the next 2 hours. It's fine. If burnt bread is supposed to be good, then why does it taste kind of bad and gross? I feel like it depends on the level of burntness. Do you PvP in Final Fantasy XIV? No, I really don't like the PvP there. I did a lot of PvP in Aeon when I played that, but I'm not a big fan of the way Final Fantasy's PvP is. I play as a black mage Miko. Oh shit. Wait, male or female Miko? Male or female Miko? It was likely me that told you. No, it's been like at least 5 people before that. Brenda would be so nice and fun if you showed us your Final Fantasy world and played like 2 total minutes of needy overloaf. Bro, I see you. You know what? Hold on. I got a new toggle just for you. I made this right before stream, okay? Licorice Incarnata, okay? All right, there we go. Your trickery won't work on me much longer. This reminds me of when my classmates and I would easily bring up a subject and get our teacher off subject. You know what? That is what you guys do. Plays games. I shouldn't call him. I really shouldn't. Ooh, Squish. Okay, Squish, if you're not in our Discord already, you should join and post a picture because I'm kind of a cat boy simp, okay? Not the bot. What did I do? Please. Okay, calm down, Misa. Was Hume since Final Fantasy 1.0 then switched to Rothgar when it came out? Oh, nice. I've always been a Miko. Daily
Breads _death _ monarchist giving bread head pats.
I've always been a Miko. I've switched for like 1 day just as like a joke or for the bit, but like it feels so weird to me. And like I've had friends say that I'm like their anchor in the game because, you know, most people are like addicted to Fantasia and like change all the time, but I'm always the same. Brett, this is not what I signed up for when I joined the cult. Do you think I'm taking requests, okay, as a cult leader? Do you think I care about a non-legally binding contract? No, this is my cult, okay? You can't fool me in my cult, all right? Even though you kind of did because I'm still yapping, so Jesus, Brett, you can just slide me the note and they'll disappear. No need for the death note. That seems excessive, but it's more dramatic, okay? Kind of richer. My male aura has been the same since I started. Yeah, I feel like if you play one for a really long time, it's kind of hard to... Like, it doesn't feel like you anymore, you know? I've only briefly dabbled in Final Fantasy. I'm mostly WoW with a side of Star Wars: The Old Republic. Is that what that's called? I haven't played... Well, I played like a WoW trial, like, 2009 maybe, but... I played Final Fantasy for almost 4 years, I think. Kind of burnt out on it now. Kind of sad that Britt is shy of us hearing her eating, so she starves her. Yeah, I have like misophonia, so like I don't I don't like hearing other people eat on the mic, so I don't want to do it on the mic, you know? I had a Miko at first when I got back into the game. I went, oh, Ron, I love her. I'm not a huge fan of the female auras personally. Okay, Bet Bread. I used to do G-pose a lot and got art done. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, let me see. She fell for the trap. Yes, no, the yapping will stop eventually, okay? Eventually, at some point, all right? When you sign up for the cult, you get combo that goes on for hours. Dank maymays. You know what? When memes were first a thing, like back in like, you know, live journal something awful days, I thought for at least a couple years that it was maymays. Like that's how you pronounce it. I've never played Final Fantasy. I'm more of a card game player. I mean, that's cool. You know, it's definitely not for everybody, but you know, if you ever want to try a MMO, it's a pretty good one for like MMO beginners, you know? No, Brett hates me. I just don't like how they look. They kind of okay, what I've said before to some of my friends, they look like they have fetal alcohol syndrome. Like their eyes, and I get that it's supposed to be like a lizard, you know, but their eyes are so far apart that I just can't do it. So it would be bad to mention I'm gonna keep grinding MSQ while I listen to the stream. No, that's like a perfect thing to do. Sorry, I had to drink a little water. I thought it was like Mimi, like the vocal practice. Oh, like me. It would have been cooler if it was, because meme's not as cool, you know. Yeah, there is a card game in the MMO too. I stay away from MMOs because I'm afraid I get too sucked in. Yeah, that's me in One Piece. That's why I've never watched One Piece, but I totally get it, and it is very easy to get sucked in, as you can see from Dante, who just started and is playing right now. Hi, Nemo, how you doing? Even if she starts to play the Yappy's Eternal, the Yap is too strong with Fred. It really is. Where do I put my Final Fantasy character? You could just put it in general. General's fine. We're not too picky on the channels in my Discord, other than the out of context channel mostly. Just that it, you know, it stays to like out of context stuff mostly, and that you don't give context. That's a big one. Urka Durka, how about a game of lucky hit? Hi, Saito. I only knew the pronunciation because MGS2 had memes as a plot point. Yeah, I don't remember when I actually realized what the real pronunciation was. My man got bit by crafting. Look, my crafter was my first max level when I started playing. Yeah, I hate chewing mouse sounds most of the time. If it's someone I know, I can handle it. Even if it's somebody I know, I can't. It just like just the mouth. Ugh, I can't do it. I just can't do it. Oh, you could drop in that final. I forgot we have a Final Fantasy channel. Yeah, you could pull. Either one's fine. MMOs don't pull me in. Satisfactory, however, that's what Agent's playing right now. He just got obsessed with it. Hi, Twan, how you doing? I learned the hard way not to give context twice. Yeah, because it's not very fun when there's context. Because the whole point, okay, of the out of context channel. Of course, you would have a Final Fantasy channel. We started it after the last stream because there were so many people, like new people, that wanted to start the game. So we made a Final Fantasy like tag roll, and the channel just to keep the game channel from getting spammed with only Final Fantasy stuff. What was I gonna say? I was gonna talk. Oh yeah. So the context, I'm finally getting action here in America. Ooh, you'll visit a museum? Is it a cool one? I love museums. That's like my guilty pleasure. Anytime I travel, I have to. The point of the OOC channel is to make Bread look like an unhinged degenerate. Yes, that is not just me though. Not just me. Some of y'all get caught slipping too. But basically, okay, in our Discord, which again, if you're not in, feel free to join. It's pretty cool. We have a channel where you can post screenshots of stuff that people said that's like either cropped or just it doesn't like make sense for real without the context. But basically stuff that makes people sound like very like sus or you know, weird, whatever. I heard they're dinos. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Look like I'm joking, Supreme Leader. This is clearly propaganda by the enemy. Yeah. But anyway, so the only rule with that channel is that you can't give context because that kind of takes away the funny from it. Although, hold on, let me check out these Final Fantasy Oh, okay. Okay. He cute. He cute. You got the Graha face. Oh, that's a cool picture, Dex. I like it. I'm so sad because I somehow, when I transferred to this new computer, I lost my G-Shade folder. So I have like none of my old good night, boy. I had none of my old screenshots. I gotta try to see if I can find them somewhere else. But oh, I like the beach one too. That's cool. The eyes are really cool, like how they're like extra in focus, you know? But
Boy and 56 redeemed hydrate.
thank you for the hydrate. My mouth was getting dry. Let me drink some of that water. But what was I talking about? What was I gonna yeah, I need to reinstall G-Shade too, because I didn't install it on this new computer. I was talking about something. So okay. So this Saturday we are doing the 12-hour stream. That was one of the sub goals in the debut subathon. And one thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through Raz was kind enough to tag a bunch of like the worst ones, you know?
No, don't eat me.
Delicious bunny.
Don't eat me, please.
But I'm gonna go through the list of some of the worst ones and see if I can actually remember what the real context was. So we will. What, Bunny? I can't help it. You're too delicious, and I'm hungry. Everybody's talking about food. You know, you know, you're a cult member. You got to be willing to sacrifice yourself for the sake of my hunger, right? You know, you can't leave me hungry. That's a cute one too. Oh my god. There's something about cat boys, man. There's just something about cat boys that gets me. I got in a fight with my ex once. I've told this story on my Discord a few times, but I got in a fight with my ex once, and he told me, your parcel was successfully delivered. What did I order? I gotta figure out what that is. So I got in a fight with my ex once, and he told me that how did he phrase it? That I only liked him because he was exotic and he played a hot cat boy, which half of that was true. The other half, he was French Canadian, which is not exactly exotic in my mind. But the cat boy part was true. Cat boys or cat girls, pick a side. I like being a cat girl, but I am a simp for cat boys. Yeah, the French exotic Canadian. Like, I just replied, like, French exotic is not, or French Canadian is not exotic in any sense of the word. But his cat boy was really hot. I wish I had the screenshots, because he had like the eyeliner too that made like the eyes stand out more, and like the cool protagonist white hair, and like the cool glams. That was a good cat boy. As exotic as inverse white bread, right? So little story about my character. Look, I like Jinx from League of Legends and Arcane, so I tried to match her. Oh, cool. I could see that. You're just French Canadian, you ain't exotic. Yeah, that was one of the moments, like, you know when you're having like
Suyomi rated the stream with 36 viewers.
Thank you so much for
Welcome
the
in and make yourself at home.
How are
Raiders.
you doing? How was the rest of your stream? Hope you had fun. Welcome in, Raiders. You have a French ex, that's scary enough. Yeah, I know. Welcome in. If you haven't been here before, I am Existential Bread. I do a variety of stuff, yapping. What else do I do? Oh, yapping, like simulation games, some horror games, that kind of stuff. So welcome in. We are currently talking about my ex-boyfriend who said
Crazy_BBT
that
is trying to make bread a cannibal.
No. Who said that I only liked him because he was exotic, but he was French Canadian. Yes, Raz, I did it. You suggested it, and I thought it was funny. So In my neighborhood, the only thing that makes a Canadian more exotic than a New Yorker is a border checkpoint. Exactly. French Canadian is only exotic for like me and my fellow non-America. Yeah, exactly. I had fun. Thank you. Hope your stream is off to a great start, Fred. It is great in a fun way. However, not so much in a way that they're bullying me for just yapping instead of playing the game again. But you know. Yeah, I know, Roni. Exotic is so crazy, and I was getting more exotic than a New York hot dog. I might not be able to chat in your Saturday stream. That's okay. No worries, Monarch. But yeah, so I was going to okay, drive safe, Dusk. Actually crying at this. Yeah, it was one of those moments. Okay, so what he said was that I only liked him because he was exotic and that he played a really hot Catboy in Final Fantasy. So like half of that was true, but it definitely wasn't the exotic part. The yap counter just hit 9,000. Oh my gosh, just a prelude for the 12-hour stream yapping session. Man, if I actually yap for 12 hours, my throat is gonna be so dead. Why are some men so dumb? I know, dude. I know. But yeah, so it was like one of those things where you're like in a really, really heated argument and super like emotional, and then they say some shit like that, and you're like, it's so ridiculous. You have to laugh, you know? Yeah, and I'm exotic too. Are you French Canadian exotic, Roni? I mean, the second reason is really valid. Yeah, Junak, his Catboy was so hot. Like, I can't even front. Sometimes someone just knows the right words to make you instantly fall out of love. I wish I hadn't stuck around for like another year after that. We have bricks for brains. Please keep her yapping. We won't see a minute of media. No, we will play. We will play the game, okay? I went to Italy a few years ago. I must be so exotic. You are so exotic. Like, I can't even believe that you're in my stream right now. The exotic levels are completely off the chart, okay? Let's see. Puerto Rico. You know, honestly, ironically, even though like Puerto Rico is like a US territory, I feel like I would consider Puerto Rican more exotic than French Canadian. Like, if you had to, not that either one is exotic per se, but you know, hey, just because I'm a man doesn't mean I'm dumb. I mean, I am dumb, but not because I'm a man. Let's go. Yeah, we got between you and Zoo, we got this whole chat is exotic as fuck today. So exotic, I'm literally dying in malaria. Please help me. Okay. Before anybody else flames me, flames me about the yapping. Yeah, Raz is actually like by the book exotic, okay? Where would exotic be? I mean, okay, I feel like
Ronning Kyron has followed.
Thank you for the follow,
Welcome
Roni.
to the cult.
I feel like between like, okay, for an American at least, I feel like exotic is anywhere that's not Canada, Mexico, like Puerto Rico, Guam, anywhere but that, I guess. Although I don't know about the UK. Because it's like kind of exotic, but not like, I don't know if it's exotic enough to call exotic, you know? Not gonna lie, I'm excited for you to the 12-hour stream, especially if you need me and Hori's help. Yeah, if I get stuck, I'm definitely calling you guys into the VC to help me. Why was that pop-up so delayed? Oh my gosh. Man, I'm so exotic.
Sushimu95 has followed.
Thanks for the follow,
Welcome
Sushi.
to the cult.
How you doing today? Welcome in. Oh god, I'm exotic. Don't look at me. Exotic in what way? So Asia, LOL pretty much listed everything except. Yeah, I feel like Asia, most Europe, like actual France, you know, not French Canadian. You what, mate? We're so exotic, innit? Hi solo. Let's go. I'm exotic. Of course, I'm British, not exotic. Yeah, because I feel like other than the voice, they're fairly similar to us compared to other countries, you know? So it's kind of like, I don't know. Absolutely, I'm totally fine with staying there to help for an hour or more hours to help you in Minecraft. Oh, thank you, Bunny. I appreciate it. The title of my future OnlyFans exotic Brazilian ASMR. No, it's exotic Brazilian shoulders ASMR. Okay, we saw that shoulder pic. All right, that has to be included. That's Australian, I believe. Yeah, Australian is, well, you know, I don't know if I call Australian exotic either, because it's kind of like the UK where it's like kind of because the accent, but also like kind of not because they're kind of sort of similar. I don't know. It's weird. All I know is it's not freaking French Canadians.
Welcome to the cult.
Thank you for the follow, Junak. Shoulder pick. Oh, how suggestive. Yeah, I can't remember if he posted it in just moderators or outside, but it was a very
gifted 5 subs.
It was a very nice shoulder.
They have gifted 5 subs in this channel.
The
Divine Leader thanks you.
Dex. Thank you for the 5 gifted. You are awesome. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Thank you so much. The British can't be exotic. They find others exotic. They just, you know, they see exotic and they take it over for the spices. Thank you again, Dex. I appreciate that so much. Shoulders appalling. Where are they so I can formally observe and voice my displeasure? I mean, when it comes to animals, Australia is really... You know what? That is fair, Junak. That is actually fair. Which gives them, I think, more exotic points than the UK has. I would agree. Exotic spices, more like, exactly. Hey, there's a person with feeling attached to the juicy shoulder. For sure, great streamer, great community. Oh, thank you. You're gonna make me, hold on, wait, where's my blush toggle, okay? You're gonna make me blush, thank you. We need the spices and very nice things to put in the museum, exactly. The spices you won't use, but you know, you still wanna have them, you know, just in case. Oh shit, I'm still IRS, I gotta go swap to agency. I still think you're secret IRS to begin with, so. Australians are exotic because everything is in their country is trying to, you know what? Fair. Okay. I will give the exotic tag to the Australians. That is very fair. Talking about shoulders is making me realize of what people are into, especially what I'm into. It's weird. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like people that are into hands or like backs, you know? It's like, it's an area that you don't see too often. That's not like directly lewd, but like, I don't know. I like shoulders. Like I wouldn't say to like a fetish level or anything, but you know, nice shoulders are hot. We need to have them ready for the day we develop taste buds. We are so well prepared. That's very true. That is very true. Australians are exotic for sure. It takes a very special and unique you know what? You are right, Hugh. You are right. They definitely get the exotic label. I was wrong. Back muscles. Those are good too. I find freckles, scars, chubby belly, dad bod cute and attractive. For me, okay, God forbid the sternum fetish person walks into this chat. Whoa, hands too lewd. I know. Well, not hand holding, just hands, you know. For me, it's kind of weird because I'm not like a super holding hands. Oh my God. Fox. How can you say that something so lewd in my chat? I'm gonna get banned, okay? I'm gonna get banned. We can't talk about such lewd things in the chat, okay? I like legs but never feet. I understand that one. Opinions on feet, people. I personally am not a foot person, but I don't, you know, I don't understand it, but I don't judge it because it's like one of those things that's not hurting anybody, you know, and it's not like some weird shit like people that like to pretend they're babies, you know. But yeah, me personally not into it, although I can appreciate a nice shoe, you know, like high heels, stilettos, but not like just like naked feet, you know. I understand it, but I don't like feet at all. Yeah, I can get that. Feet is an interesting choice to be attracted to, but to each their own. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's so personal that even if you don't understand it, like everybody's different, you know, with what they like. Feet lead men into World War I. Feet equals evil. Or worse, people that pretend that babies are 1,000 years
Demon
old.
Wolf 201997 says, "Hey Bread, how are you doing? I miss you so much. You are my favorite cat VTuber. I love you and respect you. Never stop what you doing. Keep it up with amazing work."
Oh, thank you so
Love
much,
Demon Wolf.
I appreciate you.
Yubberism gifted 5 subs.
And oh my gosh, Yubo,
They have
thank
gifted
you so
5
much.
subs in this channel.
Thank you so much. That
The
is
divine
awesome
leader
of
thanks you.
I appreciate you. And if you guys didn't know, they do go to a good cause. I donate 100% of my channel proceeds to Chow Chow Rescue. So I really, really appreciate you guys. The Chow Chows appreciate you. You are awesome sauce. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I respect the feet people, but arm people make me scared. Fair. That's fair. Hi, David. How you doing? For me, it's kind of weird because I'm not necessarily yeah, guys, if you needed another reason to support Brett, it all goes to a great cause. Yeah, I you know, I really, really, really do appreciate you guys that you know, give bits and the gifted subs and all that kind of stuff, because it does help us save a lot of chow chows, and it, you know, it helps keep Mugen's memory alive. So it, you know, it means a lot to me. So thank you very much. But yeah, I'm not really a like looks person necessarily. Like, you know, I can look at like hot guys and like be like, you know, that's hot. I like the thanks for the sub with a question mark. They are beautiful. They're super beautiful and cute. If anybody didn't see earlier in the stream, this is my Chow Chow that passed away last year named Mugen. So he's who the mascot is based on, and he's the reason that we donate the proceeds from the channel. For the sweet puppers. Yes, yes. I'm a breath person. I love that smell of mountain. Okay, I might have to kink shame that one. I don't know. I might have to kink shame. I'm just joking. Yeah, he is so cute. He is so cute. Hey, Hori, how you doing? Not gonna lie, the number one problem with feet people is there are people out there who like feet and will scream about sucking toes in public. Yeah, or like compliment your feet in public. I had somebody do that once, and my feet are ugly as hell. So he must have had an ugly feet fetish specifically. So fluffy boy, yes, yes he is. Yes he is. Yeah, we got the chow chow emotes. Don't shame me yet. I'm just getting started.
Toastmaster Jader has followed.
Thank you for the follow,
Welcome to the
Toastmaster
cult.
Junior. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Ugly feet fetish is crazy. But okay, how much crazier is the ugly feet fetish than just a foot fetish in general, right? You know? Cute dog. I'm sorry for your loss. I know what it feels like to lose your dog. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, he was 1 month away from his 15th birthday, and I had him since he was a puppy. So, oh, you guys want to see? Hold on. Let me show you a puppy picture if I can figure out where. They say if you see Bread's feet, you get launched 10,000 miles past Jupiter. Yeah, they're definitely that ugly for sure. Okay, the ugly foot fetish is kind of weird. You know, everybody likes something, okay? Everybody, it's not mine, but this, okay, so this is how he looked as a puppy. He was like, I think maybe like 12 weeks old, something like that. I've seen Mugen as a puppy like once or twice. So I'm excited to see more of baby Mugen. Yeah, he was so cute. I bet Brett has a great pair of loafers. I do need some loafers. Yeah, he was so cute. Do I have any more puppy pictures in this folder? Hold on. I don't want to make you guys wait. Look at it. Look at him in my car going to the vet with his squishy face. Hold on. Isn't he so cute? Wow, what an upset clown. Yeah, he always looked just like vaguely like a grumpy old man, you know. We need a hug Mugen emo. Yeah. My right foot's kind of weird. I worry details might get attention I don't want. Look, you and me, Paige, we're if there's an ugly foot fetish in the chat, you know, they've already clocked us, okay? He looks like my first dog that was a Georgia Bulldog. Oh, those are cute too. Those are cute too. Let me see if I can find another. I think I have pictures in here of bringing him back from the breeders, if I remember correctly. I just have to sorry, this folder is huge because it's like all my favorite pics of him, because I made it to get them printed and like put into an album. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is him when we brought him from the groomers. Or not the groomers, the Chow Chow breeders. So as you can see, he still looked very vaguely annoyed all the time. Like he just always looked upset, you know? Okay, so yeah, paw beans. Resting grouch face. Exactly. He was a cutie. It was always cool taking him out or like to the like new groomers or something because like all the people would just like go crazy over him. He looks like he missed his afternoon whiskey and cigar, right? Actually, okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find because my favorite thing to do was put hats on him because he always just got like he either looked like really confused or just annoyed. And I have okay, back when I did photography, I used to make like a lot of the headpieces and stuff for my models myself. And I would
My
test
mailbox
them.
is open, even if the door is closed.
Oh wait, let me make him not sleeping anymore. I would test out the headpieces on him to see. He's a pretty princess. And then I have like this one where it was like a all these pictures are such different sizes, man. It was like a mermaid themed one for this particular shoot. I'm sorry, but your princess is in another castle. Exactly. I'm trying to find there's one in particular I wanted to show. Oh wait, this is him in one of my cute hats. You know, it's got like a little Shiba. Oh, I love how he loves to pose for you. Well, basically, he would, as soon as I would put like a hat on him, he would just like freeze and not move until I took it off. He is slaying though. He's absolutely he should have been a model, you know. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's he got one in a top hat. You know, this was when he was fluffier before he got Cushing's disease, so he had a lot of fluff. 17,000 channel points and bread becomes baked. Hopefully it takes you a while because the last stream was kind of insane. Where is this picture? Okay. Oh wait, look, here's one. He's a gamer girl. Yeah, very polite gentleman. He's a gamer girl there. Let's see. I already have 13, just a few more stream. Oh no, so you only need, what is it, 7,000? I can't remember what I put it at. He was your dog was such a diva. 100%. Chows are like the biggest divas. He was a model in his past life, and hopefully he's a model in his next life because he's serving. Yeah, chow chows are basically, if you guys have never like heard about them, they're basically cats, but in dogs' bodies. Like 100, you know, and I know like a lot of people say that, but like with them, it's like actually true. Only need 10K more and I can get that baked bread. Oh no, are you guys gonna redeem them back to back? This is legit great content, bread. Hey, my old doggo would post for hat pics. Yes, he's very sophisticated, Where the hell is the picture I'm looking at? I'm looking for though. Let's see.
Don't eat me.
Delicious loco. That's another ball cap. Where the hell is his picture that I'm looking for, where he's got his cute little gardening hat on? Let's see. It'll probably be like all the way at the end of this this folder. Oh, look, this one is like from his groomers one time. He's got his little like 4th of July, you know?
No, don't eat me.
Oh, green thumb, good, but yeah.
Don't eat me, please.
I'm gonna scroll from the bottom because I feel like it's probably oh, this was him hanging out in the yard here.
Razy_BBT is trying to make bread a cannibal.
No. No making me a cannibal. Not allowed. I refuse. Uncle Sam, yeah. That's what he was giving Uncle Sam. Oh, this is one of my favorite pictures too. This is when he just like hanging out with me like by the hammock. Looking so cute. Where the heck is this damn picture, man? If I can't find it, I'll post it in the Discord afterwards. But I have a feeling it's close. It's got to be close by. Yeah, found it. Okay. Uncle Grandpa. I like this one. It's like my little farming hat, you know? And he just looks like just so completely unamused. Like just like the monotone emoji, you know? Okay, while you got, yeah, it looks like he's got tiny eyes. Hold on, let me make it big so you can see his judging face. I want you to pet, yeah, exactly. Look at this. Look at this. This annoyed face. He hated the hats. He's farming for fucks to give. Exactly. An Australian dude. Yeah, he could be. Okay, okay. We're done with the dog pics. And I gotta switch over to the game or I will officially lose my bet that I would at least be in the game for an hour. So I'm gonna switch over and we're gonna play the game, okay? I don't think he approved of that hat. He didn't approve of any of them,
Superlonelyboy
honestly.
_ is giving bread googlet eyes for 5
Damn it,
minutes.
super lonely boy! Every time! Every time! No games for okay, no, Roni. So here's the thing. On the last stream, okay, and I normally only go for about 3 hours, but this one I went for 5 hours. We played 3 minutes of this game. 3 minutes. So, yeah. So we have to at least play an hour today. At least an hour, please, please. So yeah, if anybody hasn't played this game before, it's called Needy Streamer Overlord, and we're literally right in the beginning. Just now notice the Windows 20 OS, yeah. Okay, so it's starting over anyway, so I'm just gonna speed run through the first 3 minutes, but okay, so we gotta log into her stream, and it's basically a game about a streamer that just slowly goes crazy. It's very meta. It's very meta. So, Brett, about your Final Fantasy world, you can't get me. You can't get me. I've been meaning to play this for ages. Gonna live vicariously through Red now. Yeah, we played it once, like when I first started streaming, so like back in May. But I only got one ending, so I really kind of barely got through it. So, for some reason, thought the game's title was just Code for Yappy. I wonder what reason. I wonder what reason. But yeah, so basically we play as her quote-unquote manager, actually boyfriend, you know, like like most VTubers with managers. Soundtrack reminds me of a trend going on a few months ago. I don't know what trend you mean. You might have to show me. But yeah, so anyway, so we're the manager, so she's IMing us or DMing us. It's not IMing anymore. That's what it was back in the 90s. I've played through it only once, but I've listened to the OST lots. It's real. Yeah. The music slaps. I love like chiptune anything. As evidenced by, okay, hold on. I'm gonna put up my BRB screen for like 30 seconds so you guys can hear my personal music. Okay. I'm back. Sorry, I forgot. I haven't automatically start ads because I kept forgetting. Because I like to run the ads during the BRB screen so nobody like misses anything from the actual stream. Bunny, you can post it in the Discord. I'll check it out after the stream. But yes, we are all either very young or very old in this stream. So Paige, I'm glad at least there's somebody a little bit older than me. That makes me feel a little bit better. I suffered from the case of 10 ads. It's for the Chow Chows. Are you saying you don't want to support the Chow Chows? Also, we are not allowed to not have streams unless, ads unless we don't want to have channel point redemptions or anything like that. So 26, so young. Oh, my new username is showing. It's a good username. What do you mean? Okay. So basically, the streamer is as the oldest in my community. I appreciate it. You know, I was the oldest in my Discord for like 4 months. I was so glad. The funny thing is like sometimes people come in. I think you are the youngest here, Hori. People will come in and they're like, oh yeah, I'm so old. You know, I get called Unc all the time. And then they're like 24. Like what? What channel do I gotta post it in? Maybe memes. You said it was like a meme format, right? I mean, I don't mind it, but like it's the most amount of ad I ever had in a row ever since I got here. Well, I specifically run it during the BRB screen so that nobody has to miss like any of the actual gameplay. So, hey, I don't hit Unk status for at least another. No, Dante, you're Unk with me. Okay, we are Unk together. All right. I was scrolling in TikTok and it said my back smells bad. It was the coming soon to own on. Oh my god. Yeah, some of those like old commercials and jingles will really hit you hard. I get called Unk at my. Hori, aren't you still 17 for another month? How are you getting called Unk? All right, that's who the hell is calling you Unk? Because they're dumb. They're freaking dumb. Do you ever wonder if actual Unks hop on your stream like 70-year-old sour bros? That would be so cool, honestly. What's up, MXM? You know the funny thing too? So I posted on TikTok. Got back from the gym doing my reps. Hell yeah. Yes, everyone younger in this world sees anyone over one as an Unk. So I posted this TikTok from a couple streams ago. We were playing this game called Hypnospace Outlaw. That's kind of like, sort of like set in the, by the way, TikTok is how I found you. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Good to hear. So it's basically set back in the 90s internet, like the GeoCities kind of era, you know? So it had something that said like, it was like, it said 1999 specifically, right? So I was like asking my chat, you know, how old were you in 1999 or were you, you know, even alive? And somebody commented, I'm glad you're still VTubing at your age. As if I'm like already in the nursing home or something. It's crazy. Like, what a backhanded compliment, man. I'm glad you're still VTubing at your age. I'm 37. That's not that bad. I don't remember what their name was. I posted it in the Discord yesterday, though. I mean, I got told on my high school graduation that I must have graduated middle school when I was 18. What? At my job, I'm both the oldest, both in age and time on the team. I'm still not over it. I don't blame you. It is finally December, gang. That is true, Stu. Oh, the 99 one was How You Found Me, Fox. That's cool. That one blew up a little bit. Old people baller as hell. My friend's weightlifting spotter is like 16. He showed up to a kid's birthday party and brought back a bubble wand. Things for the kids and adults. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the fun of being an adult is like you have adult money, you know? So you can buy stuff and get gifts for people and do cool stuff, you know? Sure, Grandma, let's get you back to the bed. I'm glad you got on the internet all by yourself. That's actually so funny. Yeah, when I read it, I was like, you're glad I'm still VTubing at my age. What the fuck? I just want to have a chat with them. Glad you're still VTubing with one foot in the grave. Yeah, that's exactly how it felt. Let's see. Bread, crotchety old Hummel collector. What the hell is Hummel? My friend that's 4 years younger said for Christmas she's buying me a game. Bread is 2 years away from turning into dust and vanish. Yeah, my time is running out and I'm spending it yapping. I should probably like reevaluate, you know? Wait, Hori's and my ages together makes Bread's age. Some people come in my chat and they're like, oh, you're my mom's age. There's a dude on another team near ours that was born in fucking 2007. Jesus Christ. Old enough to know when you needed to blow into a cartridge to play a game. Honestly, like, I miss those times, you know? Why can't we have the adult money? But the kid responsibilities, I fucking wish, dude. I mean, yeah, you have adult money. The problem is adult bills. That's true. That's true. You know, but like, I can definitely say like I'm in a better position than I was when I was like 20, you know? Not that I'm like a baller and I'm just like throwing money everywhere, but you know, I can more easily like help out a friend if they need it, or, you know, just kind of like buy something random on Amazon or whatever. Whereas like when I was 20, I had to really, really like look at every penny, you know? Yeah, anyone older than me, even by a day, immediately elderly. I'm over here in my 30s taking vitamin gummies because my body hitting it hard. Yeah, I really should do that. I'm so bad about it. She'll die and she still won't hop on the game. Yeah, my tombstone is gonna be like, yapped herself to death. Born in 2007. Damn, what is he like negative? Yeah, when I was like asking them if they were like, you know, if they existed in 1999, someone said like they were negative 15. And technically they got the math wrong, but I felt my soul die inside at that moment. Not gonna lie, my mom's older than you. Thank God. If you didn't blow into a cartridge to fix it, you weren't a real gamer. I agree. Let's see. Hummel figure posted in general chat. Okay, hold on. Let me look real quick. Oh, those are the real old lady collections. I just collect pins and snow globes and magnets. Yeah, DS, Super, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and the Nintendo 64. Okay, still made my knees hurt. Okay, so, the original Funko, yeah. Okay, so this is what our streamer girlfriend is DMing us on. It's called Jine, so I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a parody of Line, you know? How do I fucking scroll up? I wasn't born in the 1900s. Oh, that hurts my soul. Oh, hi, Sully. How you doing? Okay. Hold on. Okay. Got this stream account? Okay. I see you've logged in. This is it. This is where our forever begins. We'll be together no matter what happens online. Whether I die, or I get arrested, or I break, or I get stabbed, or I get flamed, or I become God, or I go crazy. Oh, wait a minute. My chat thingy isn't working. There we go. Hold on. I want to be able to, read chat over the game. Because I feel like if I can read chat over the game, I will be more likely to actually play the game. It hasn't worked so far, but you know, I'm still hoping. I'm still hoping. Bread, did you ever use Line? No, I didn't. I feel like it's kind of more of a like an Asian thing to use it. The only Asian messaging service that I used was WeChat, because I for a little bit I taught like Chinese kids English like over the internet, and they all used WeChat. Glad you're still streaming even at your senior age. Oh my god. Imagine being born in the current millennium. I mean, look, there is a bright side, okay? There's a bright side. We might be elderly, but at least we're not Gen Z, okay? That is a bright side. The internet is truly the festering cesspool of hell born from modern society. Brett is in her senior scene. I'm not that old. Glad you're still streaming from your coffin. What the hell, man? I'm 37. TBH, I never heard about it until I read an older manga literally earlier in the week. I saw it a lot when I visited Korea. They had like a lot of ads for like the little characters and stuff. They're very cute. They're very cute. Excuse me, bread. Wait, what did I say? Bro, what? What did I say? I'm Gen Z, but not a very good one. Oh, are you guys talking about the Gen Z thing? Because, okay. Hello, I'm also here because I found out that you're a fellow boomer VTuber. Hell yeah. Well, welcome in, Haru. Glad to have the fellow boomers in the chat. I'm Gen Z. I feel hurt. Okay, look. There's good Gen Zs, but I feel like, first of all, financially, they're in a much worse position than, not that millennials have it like, we still can't buy a house either, but I feel like we have it at least a little bit better. Can we get 5 big booms for all us boomers? I need the Vine boom sound effect. I'm not boomer, I'm elder. Yeah, I'm elder millennial too, but you know, these Gen Zs think we're boomers, okay? So yeah, so I feel like Gen Z is like a little bit better off financially. And also Gen Z in general seems to be like physically aging really bad. Like I don't know if it's like all the vaping or what, but and it's not everybody, so it probably is like lifestyle thing, so I don't know. I was born in the late 90s, so I'm technically Gen Z, but I have more historical knowledge and less brain rot than most. You might be a young millennial, because I think, doesn't it end at like 99? I might be wrong. Fred was classmates with Plato? What the fuck? I'm not that old. I don't have a house, but I have hope of having one. Gen Z, they're fucked. Exactly, yeah. I would say that's the biggest difference financially between millennials. Like, we still have hope. Gen Z is just like, nah, ain't gonna happen. I've never touched a vape, never used a vape. That's good. I think it really, like, it's kind of like how the boomers look, they aged a lot quicker too. That I think was from like smoking and tanning so much, you know? I guess like millennials were just in that in between of when like anti-smoking campaigns and stuff were like huge and also like pro sunscreen, you know? Nah, bread, most Gen Z anyone down like 4 vape a week. More Gens, are you trying to say most Gen Zs do 4 vapes a week? And it's still funny how you thought I was older than the age. Yeah, but Bunny's very mature for her age, for sure. Boomers got bombarded with asbestos. Yeah, that's true. That probably didn't help. Our gen is just aging on the inside with all the processed stuff and microplastics. That's true. That is very true. That is very true. But, at least we can all agree on one thing, okay? At least we're not Gen Alpha. Because Gen Z kids are gonna be sad because they wasn't able to get a JoJo pill. So the thing about Gen Alpha is that like I feel like they didn't understand that Gen Z's humor was usually like sarcastic or like making fun of themselves. And they took it as like serious, you know? We were there to see our parents coughing their lungs out. Gen Z don't have the trauma, so they restarted the cycle. Exactly. That is probably very true. Not sure how accurate this is, but apparently Zoomers go through 10 times the stress level we did when they hit college, and it doesn't stop moving forward. It could be. I don't know if I'd say it's like 10 times, because most of the millennials...
has resubscribed.
Thank you so much for the resub.
They have been supporting the channel for 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
Thank
Hell
you for
yeah.
being
Thank
a
you so
breadwinner.
much. I feel like most millennials, at least from my age and younger, kind of also had that thing where they were like, oh, you know, go to college and you'll get like a good job, and they're all working in retail. Personally, I kind of saw the writing on the wall, so I didn't go until I was much older and was able to go for free. But a lot of like people from my class and stuff kind of fell into that, and I feel like that's what Gen Z is also sort of fell in. So welcome back, Dusk. So I feel like that's definitely kind of like a similar stress, is just everybody having student loans that are like crazy. Sorry, my voice is already starting to die. I don't know how this 12-hour stream is gonna go on Saturday. Should we question how sus our cartoons were growing up? Like, yeah, Ren and Stimpy, Rocco's Modern Rocco's Modern Life. Yeah, honestly, Monarch, retail is probably one of the worst things you could work just because of how asshole-ish people can be. Probably the only worst thing is working in a call center because they're the same people, but they really don't view you as a human when all they can hear is your voice, so... I think right now there isn't a significant difference between degree holders and non-holders, so it's hard to justify. Yeah, for sure. And I think like even back then it kind of wasn't. And like now it's at the point where it just basically feels like it doesn't mean anything. Not to mention, I don't know about Gen Z, but a lot of my like classmates and stuff went for degrees that sounded fun rather than like looking at the potential future job market and like actually going for a degree that might be useful, you know? At my time, the trend here was business administration college. I know a lot of people that have a diploma. Yeah. We had same, like just, what do we call it here? It's business something is like a very similar one. If I ever win the lottery, I'll go back to working retail just to say all the things I held back when I needed the job. Honestly, that would be so awesome. I'm lucky that I never worked retail directly. I did work at like a movie theater, but it was fairly chill. People usually weren't too bad. Oh, I'd be fired quickly. I'd probably get too stressed or punch someone. Yeah, it's not a fun thing from what I've heard. Don't do retail, barely pays unless you get commission. Yeah, usually it's not like a whole lot of money either. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, as far as college goes. So I didn't go straight out of school. I just went right to work, which partially was because I had to. I got kicked out of my my parents' house. But partially also I wasn't really planning to go to college right then anyways. And then later in life, I ended up wanting to do what I do now, which is medical coding. But I wanted a very specific certification because the certification is not just for medical coding, but it's also for like medical records, HIPAA stuff, you know.
Squish Fox is trying to make bread a cannibal.
Damn you, no. Squish. No. So it's basically for a lot of things. So if I ever decided I don't want to do just coding, I have other options. However, you need a specific degree in order to be able to take the certification test at all. And through my ex at the time, I was able to go for free because I used his GI Bill from the military. So it was worth it for that. But I feel like it's very specific, small instances that are kind of like, you know. The good part about being Argentina is that you have free and public college. That is, you're lucky for sure. I ended up with a degree in psychology. Now I do product manager work in health tech. Yeah, that was one that I was considering, honestly, and I'm glad I didn't because I see a lot of people that have that and end up working somewhere else. Although now I think, isn't there like a shortage of therapists and stuff? I didn't have a choice. I did business administration, but also did a full-time gig doing actual work during. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it if you do want to go to college, at least like paying off some of the costs while you're getting the degree. I was second year in computer science when I dropped it to start working as programmer. Most jobs don't allow that though. Yeah, you kind of have to like get lucky with a job that will take a chance on you being competent just based on yourself versus like a piece of paper that proves it, you know? Here in Sweden, almost everyone gets a degree because it's free and it actually helps you with stuff. Yeah, that would be nice to have here. But unfortunately, one of the very negative things about the US. But, you know, maybe one day. Okay, so the internet is truly the festering cesspool of hell born from modern society. But even so, I have nowhere else to turn to because I have trouble getting out of bed in the morning. I don't want to go out. I don't want to get a proper job. I'm scared of other people. Adults piss me off. And I'm stupid, but I still want everyone to fawn over me. Mood. $5 quadrillion into the military. Yeah, for sure. Like, honestly, if we stop being world police at least a little bit and cut the budget a little bit, we could fix so many issues. I'm in this game and I don't like it. I know, right? It's so funny, too, because from what I remember before, like, the character even has like a secret Twitter account where she will like post this stuff on the main account and then go on the private and be like, ha ha ha, I fooled all of them or whatever. It's pretty funny. And streamers get fawned over the most right now, so that's why I wanted to be one. Thanks for setting up all my gear and getting my streaming software up and running, P-chan. Okay. Yep, you're my P-chan because you're so perfect for me. I've heard enough. Send $2 billion to another country. I lucked out my student loans got forgiven, but I credit already being in the workforce for being able to find new work whenever I need it. Yeah, for sure. And like having that like base wait, what am I saying? Like having the previous experience in doing some kind of related job too helps out as well. Like I worked originally in like doing medical billing, not with any certification, though you can get a certification for it, but it's not like legally required. But I got trained by the owner to do it, and that's kind of what got me sort of like interested in the medical admin stuff. Oh my god, my that 5-hour stream really killed my voice. It's going already, man. Okay. Wait, where did it go? Okay. I mean, you're the only person in this world who understands and support. God damn it! Stop scrolling down. Supports me, and you're my one true love, and you're also. What the? I couldn't even read. It was probably useless bullshit, anyways. Okay. So either she's like a cosplaying streamer or she's like a VTuber. I don't know. But she transformed. Yeah, she's evolving. Okay. So during each stream, you can delete the annoying
Solo
comments.
leveling underscore rise redeemed
Thank you
hydrate.
for the hydrate, Solo. Or maybe she's just a magical girl, period. It could be. Oh, god damn it. It keeps starting without me reading the shit. But basically, you can delete the mean comments, or you can leave them up and she gets, like, mad about it, you know? So, started stream day 1 and she's got 189 people watching, which is kind of crazy. But, excuse you, all girls are magical. Snap, you're right. All right, got it. Weird name. Okay, we're deleting that one. She's viewbot. Yeah, she's viewbotting for sure. Just like the one in the parasocial game we just finished. She had like, I think it was like 900 people in chat, and there was like one chat every minute. Okay, I gotta delete this one. Delete this one. At least she ain't fed full. Exactly. Oh, you're on the Ifrit trial? Nice. You're getting through it, Dante. Bots, I am bird. Don't go depression on it. Why are these all mean? Go get therapy first. I mean, that's kind of a... Careful with that mod view, Brett. I heard it has dangerous. Yeah, I better not accidentally ban anyone like some people. I won't name any names, but their name starts with Raz and ends with EL. Get out of here. Rude. Oh shit, I accidentally pinned it. Oh, no. I did this the first time I played too. I was trying to pin it. Oh no, I didn't mean to. Man. I don't. Okay, I pinned a nice one too. Hopefully that helps. I'm here to love and heal all you nerds out there on the internet. Okay, got it. I'll pin bad comments. Please, no. Please. While I'm at it, I'm gonna become the biggest streamer on MeTube. That's a threat and a promise. Ooh, threaten us more, K-Angel. I won't fuck up, immediately fucks up. Honestly, that's a pretty good description of me, so... I'm gonna shoot for 1 million subscribers. A tale as old as time, right? Bad comment. Time to pin. This music's really good, but also disturbing. Definitely a CIA sign. It's kind kind of cool when it sort of goes like weird, you know? I don't know what the musical term is for us for it doing that. Oh no, she's checking out the comments. Uh-oh. Get out of here. You get out of here. That's actually pretty good response. Actually, pinning hate messages sounds fun. You know what? Maybe I should do that. Maybe that'll be what we do in this particular run through. We'll just pin all the meanest comments instead. All right, our stream's over. At the end of the stream, I'll respond to the comments you chose. The fans love that. Aren't I so kind and generous? Oh my god. Are you trying to pin the bad comments to leave her emotionally vulnerable so she depends on you more and loves you more than before? You know what? That's actually a good point. That's a good strategy. Okay, yeah, so here. Oh, god damn it. Why can't I go back to... Can I go back and read this? Okay, god. Brett is stopping so many people from finding their true love. The evil mod is cockblocking viewer. Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, we had a guy in our Discord who was trying to make like a secret. He found a channel that we didn't have threads turned off on accidentally, and tried to make a thread that he put that it was like a secret DM thread for us or whatever. I was asleep, so one of the
chat
mods
always dead. 'Cause every time I came here, no one is here.
So one of the mods, obviously like told him, hey, don't do that, and deleted it, right? Sorry for snitching on it. So he like, he was like saying that the mods were keeping us apart, and they were influencing my thinking to think that he was creepy. Yeah, no, it's a whole. If you want to see the whole thing, Clunk, we have a lore channel in the Discord that like goes all over in detail and some of the crazy shit that he said. But yeah, he genuinely thought, despite me saying like that is not the case, like I'm just, you know, I'm not interested. He was like, the mods are, I haven't been through the lore yet, but I want to go read it. Yeah, go read it. It's a wild read for sure. There's 4 scrolls deep. Yeah, his is probably the biggest section of the lore channel, just because it was so crazy. Yes, you do need to join the server. It's pretty lit. It's pretty lit. The mods kept you from missing South Carolina. Exactly. Yeah, so we also have stickers in our Discord, which is the one that Mugen reads when you do that redeem. Basically like crazy or weird stuff people have said. Delicious
Don't eat
sushi.
sushi.
Delicious sushi.
No, stop eating sushi.
Parasocial dork can't handle rejection. Fork found in kitchen, right? And so the thing was, okay, the way that he started, he followed me on Twitter, right? And after like maybe 2 tweets back and forth, he found out that I'm like in the same general area, like 2. Yeah, how could the mods do this? He found out I'm in the same, like within 2 hours of where he lives, right? And like invited me out to get drinks. And so I was like, you know, I was nice about it, but I was like, I'm a VTuber. I don't really want to like mix it with IRL stuff, you know. Mods rejected him. What happens next is shocking. I had nothing to do with this. Yeah, you weren't involved with that guy, with good old Deadpool. So after I said no to that, he asked about like DMing me to continue the conversation. And I like, this guy aside, personally, I'm not big on DMs unless they have like a purpose. Like, like I don't mind somebody DMing me like, hey, do you know about this thing? Or, some purpose. But I hate small talk. I am like max autism. I hate the small talk. I hate feeling like obligated to respond immediately. Just not a big fan of DMs, right? So I told him that, I'm not a big fan of DMs. Feel free to join the Discord if you want to talk, right? Because that's what I say to everybody that, asks if they can DM, and I'm like, no. Y'all may not like, but Deadpool was what peak male looked like. That was all me and Saturn swatting the creep away. Yeah, for sure. Darman! Oh my god. Funny thing is that Bread said that a bazillion times, and some people would see, No, like literally, right? The mods would make, okay, if he was a cat boy, it'd be different. The mods would make an announcement to be like, you know, please don't DM Bread. You know, just if you need something, say it in the server, or you can do the contact a mod ticket if it's something, you know, private or whatever. Oh, you hate small talk. What's your deepest emotional scar? Honestly, I would so much prefer that. I mean, like, I wouldn't say the answer to that to somebody I didn't know very well, but that's more my conversation type stuff. So I know for a fact I could never compare to a man of his caliber. What did I walk into? You check the lore channel. Check the lore channel in the Discord. The mods are talking about other people, not me, because literally had somebody message me saying, oh, are you having weirdos DMing you? You're the weirdo DMing me, leave me alone. But yeah, so anyways, again, like I said, if there's a purpose to the DM, I don't mind it. You know, it's not like I don't want to like talk to people or answer questions or whatever. I don't mind that.
Nigerian has followed.
Thank you for the follow.
Welcome to the cult.
Okay, I'll stop. Yeah, my every day, Sai sends like 100 messages. It's crazy. My friends will agree that my texts are as cold as possible. 99% of my texts are like one word. They call me cold and like a serial killer. I mean, they're right, but they didn't have to say that. I'm the type of person to not DM you without me asking you permission. Yeah, and I mean, like, that's the thing is, like, if it's something server related, I'd rather people just put in a ticket, you know? If they have a question, if they need help with something and, you know, we're on, like, a friend level, then I don't mind. But, you know, I don't like the how's the weather, good morning, you know, or the ones who are trying to, like, get to know me better in a very pushy way. Not really my thing. Just not, you know, I'm very, I'm very introverted, you know, and so it takes a lot for me to really want to talk to anybody, especially about like IRL stuff or like emotional stuff. Hey, you like jazz? See, that could lead to a discussion about one of my favorite movies, Whiplash, you know. At least that's, you know, that's a little bit more interesting, but I don't like people randomly DMing me too. Makes me feel weird. I mean, I don't mind it if it's somebody that has, again, has a reason to DM, like asking a question or whatever. Hi, dude, how you doing? But anyway, so I told dude, you know, I don't really like DMs for this reason. But if you want, you know, if you want to talk, you can join my Discord. That's what it's for. I'm very active in the Discord. I'm not like one of those streamers that never posts in their Discord. Discord's pretty active in general. Cool place to hang out. So he joined, and then, okay, but what if I wanted to DM you obscure facts about sharks that no one asked for and the occasional? As long as you don't expect me to reply, then I would enjoy
Please,
that. That would be fine.
Women, stop being so fucking weird and confusing.
That's one of Deadpool's quote. I'm good just eating dinner and listening to Discord tea. Hell yeah. I don't DM people unless I use it for like texting friends. Yeah. Paul, she never talks ever like at all. Yeah, I'm definitely not level 89 in my server. Yeah, we're talking about Deadpool. What if I DM you about bread? It depends. Depends on what it's about. But yeah, so he joined, just send random bread pictures. That I don't think I would like, you know, especially if you're expecting me to respond. If you don't expect me to respond, it's fine. But yeah, so he joined the server. Like, we had a few back and forth. He was already kind of like a little bit cringy in the way that like guys with Deadpool profile pictures tend to be. I showed you my bread, please respond. So he was a little bit cringy, but whatever. I went to sleep. He did that weird thing with making the thread because he could bypass the permissions because we accidentally didn't have him on. And then, you know, so Saturn told him like, hey, you know, don't do that, you know. My emote skills need some work, but I put my best effort. Okay, hold on. Let me look. Oh, it's cute with the little heart. I love it. He should have a little nose. I feel like a little nose would be perfect, would make it perfect. Bread, what you doing if a catboy DMs you? But okay, catboys are an exception to all my rules, okay? I'm just gonna turn into like, I don't know, like a puddle on the floor. Yeah, he was trying too hard. He was trying too hard for sure. So he was like, you know, the mods told him no or whatever. And then he was saying weird stuff like, hold on, wait. I will play you the exact quote here. Hold on, let me find. Straight up fiending for them cat boys. Exactly. I'd prefer if you didn't respond. I want to use your DMs as a way to save my niche needs. No one but me will laugh about. I just do that in my personal server where it's just me. Mental note, purchase cat ears, got it. Yeah, that's my weakness. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Love is War, the Kaguya anime. The way that she reacts when Shirogane puts on the cat ears, that is me 100%. Okay, so this is, let's see, where is this at? Okay, so this is what he said after he was like reprimanded by the mods, right?
I don't know if your Discord is going to work out. People self-inserting. I'm literally getting called a creep for making a thread for just you and I to discuss.
Which is like the least self-aware thing possible, right? Saying, I don't know if it's gonna work out. I'm literally getting called a creep for trying to make a thread for you and I to discuss. And the discussion was about going out for drinks, which I already told him no, by the way. And those creepy quotes we put through an AI for like Emperor Palpatine voice. If, I don't know, there's like only certain ones that can be used in the program. That would be funny though. Weakness is exotic. Yeah, they have to be exotic cat boys specifically. Ready? Know what if Deadpool's here? Yes, asking to be friends is weird. Like, I don't mind if people are like trying to make friends with me, but there's some people that are just so aggressive about it. Or like they talk to you once and act like you're like best friends forever. That's like, feels very like love bomby to me and just kind of makes me like a little bit uncomfortable. But yeah, so anyway, so basically he said a bunch of creepy stuff, you know, we kicked him out, and then he went back and forth with a bunch of people on Discord on Twitter for a while. And that's where he kept saying like that the mods were just influencing me to think this way and I needed to start thinking for myself. And, like, yeah, we had a whole Deadpool. Yeah, everybody changed their names to Deadpool and like had different Deadpool profile pictures. Oh, I checked the rep art. How did I miss the nose? It's okay. I do that too. What I miss? Oh, we're just talking about some Discord lore. Which, if you're not already in there, we have a lore channel that explains all the crazy stickers that we have and such. It's a good read. It's definitely a good read. Just in time for Halloween. Yeah. It was perfect. It was perfect. Hell, been here 4 months and we acquaintances as best. People need to slow down. I mean, and the thing is like, acquaintances is kind of like the top thing with me because I tend to not get closer than that with anybody other than like who I'm dating, which I know is a problem, but I'm very not like I'm the kind of person who like other people will come to me with their problems and I'll like talk to them and comfort them and, you know, give them advice, whatever. But like if they're like, well, I can be there for you the same way, I'm like, oh, you know, I appreciate it. And then I never do because I just don't feel comfortable like doing the same thing, you know? On the one hand, I feel sorry it happened, but on the other, holy, I'm laughing so hard. Yeah, honestly, like, in retrospect, it's so funny. At the time, it was like, what the fuck? Let's see. That man fought everything but his own personal demons, right? You did miss a lot, Roni. This is what happens when we start getting to yapping. It gets off track. Yeah, poor Bray getting brainwashed by her evil mods. You know, he literally thought the mods were like cock blocking him and that, you know, I don't know, dude. 100 mins into stream, maybe 10 minutes of gameplay. Hey, at least that's better than the last stream. Yeah, that's better than the last stream. Okay, we actually got into the game a little bit. Just a little bit, but yeah, cock blocking is wild. Yeah, you know, and the funny thing is like the mod who shut down his thread to begin with is married. So it's like, why would he be cock blocking? You know, it just doesn't make any sense. Some people are just weird on Discord. He's weird on Discord. He's weird on Twitter. That guy's weird all around, you know? Yeah, more like saving, right? It is better than last stream, but the bar is low. You guys, I'm gonna cry. Hold on. Where's my cry toggle? Okay. I'm so sad. I'm so sad, and I'm just crying, and I can't stop. I don't get close to anyone. Basically, I have 4 friends I've known forever, but nobody else is a friend. Only shallow. Yeah, like I used to have a few when I still lived in Virginia, because that's where I went to high school and stuff. But you know, I've moved so many times since then, and I haven't had personal social media for like over 10 years, so kind of like don't really have touch with anybody. Speaking of advice, bread question, what brand company should I choose? Sorry, off topic. Personally, I like Maelstrom because Limsa is kind of like the hot city for people to like go to, AFK in, whatever. So it's kind of nice having your GC in the most busy city, but it really doesn't matter which one you pick. There's not really a big difference. So honestly, him knowing your physical location even vaguely is a little scary. Yeah, at least it's a very, very big city. So I'm not like too concerned, but yeah, it's a little bit weird. Chat quick, get a hype train to level 80 while pregnant. That would be crazy. Imagine lying in bed at night, unable to sleep, stewing over Discord mods, thinking they killed your chances with a girl, right? Like, and the crazy thing is too, right? Like, literally, we went back and forth with this dude, like me, random other, like, mutuals on Twitter, people from our Discord, for like 3 hours. And he was still saying stuff like, my door is open, until the very end when he said, my door is closed, but my mailbox is still open. I made Bread cry, excuse me, while I go commit something with a spoon. Yes, the hot pirate lady, exactly. Were you the person that would sit there in people's RP clubs RPing as a Brett? No. Okay, I wasn't a big RPer in Final Fantasy, but when I did, I would go to the clubs and I would RP as a drug dealer. Like I had the pure cocaine item, and then or no, it was pure coke, and then there was like one that was like dark hemp or something. And I would trade it to people and DM them and be like, if you want some more, you know who to call. You know who to call. Yeah, he held hope, the wrong hope, exactly. My mailbox is open was wild. His door was closed though. Okay, the door was closed, but the mailbox was open. Sorry, drug dealer Brett. I mean,
I don't know if your Discord is going to work out. People self-inserting. I'm literally getting called a creep for making a thread for just you and I to discuss.
Yeah, it was a time. It was definitely an interesting time. Honestly, that's more interesting. I'll go back to lurking. Yeah, you know, if you gotta RP, you gotta do it up, you know? Break down the door. Honestly, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's still sitting there thinking, like, one day she's gonna realize her mistake and what those mods were doing to her, and she's gonna come in my DMs. Brett out here supplying that flour. Exactly, you know? It was funny, though, because before, they have a thing now where you can kick people out of, like, your house or whatever. And most of like the RP clubs are in like houses that like individual people or FCs learn. It's been a minute since I opened my baking book. What you gonna make? One day she'll realize just how much she airballed me. If only she wasn't a woman, she could have thought for herself. Exactly. He's probably already on to the next. It would not surprise me. Because I think he was saying some weird stuff to somebody else when we looked. I don't remember what it was he was saying, though. RP clubs are wild, but it wasn't for me, TBA. Yeah, I've never really been super big into RP. I think the only one that I had fun going to was one of the ones that did, like, the fights or whatever, where they kind of, like, choreograph who's gonna win or whatever. I'm reading the lore channel, and I'm almost throwing up from laughing at the guy arguing how mature he is because he plays Doom. Yeah! That was so I forgot about that guy. The funny thing too is that he tried to come back, but because Discord has like IP bans, he couldn't his new type, woman with a pulse with no mods. Yeah, he's probably going for like a very small streamer, you know? Do you think he posted a "why do women don't like nice guys" in Reddit after that? Probably. Which honestly, that pisses me off so much because my type is nice guys, like actual nice guys, like guys who are nice, genuinely, you know, not quote unquote nice guys. So it always pisses me off so much when I hear that. But what was I gonna say? I was talking about something. Oh yeah, so in Final Fantasy, you can kick people out of your house now. Like they put something in the game that you can, but back then, hi Tesla. You're like kind, yeah, exactly. You're nice. Oh really? Oh really? Too bad you're what 26. You just gotta get a time machine, okay? Sadly, he's a typical nice guy. Yep. He fit it 100%. But yeah, so now they have something in the game where you can kick people out of your house or whatever, but they didn't back then. So one of the RP clubs that I was like role playing as a drug dealer, like actually the quote unquote bouncer DM'd me and was like, "You need to leave. Your kind is not welcome here." I was like, "I'm not leaving. This is my job. You gotta let me work, okay?" So if you don't know if you're actually nice, does that mean I'm just not nice? Huh? What do you mean? Yeah, there is a... Oops, hold on. I gotta scroll up. Yeah, there's a difference between nice guys and guys who act nice. But as Little Red learned in Into the Woods, nice is different than good. True. Very true. Kind is
Nemo
a trait.
3141 is giving
Nemo.
bread head
Kind
pats.
is a trait. Nice is an action. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Yeah, she started talking about Final Fantasy all according to plan. Oh no, your evil scheme finally got me. No, you don't understand. He really was nice. You just couldn't see it because you're swayed by other people. They just infected my mind, you
3141
know?
is trying to make bread a cannibal.
No. This is my angry face. Hold on, where's my... This is my face. This is my face when you try to make me eat bread, okay? It's not nice. It's not nice. If someone's only being nice to get someone, they're just manipulative. Exactly. I'm old enough. You need a DH formula. Did you just call me old? Negative points. Negative points. Damn, I think I just lost a game. I wasn't even playing with that age comment. This won't work. I'm not nice at all. I picked the rude dialogue option in the game. Okay, but Raz, you didn't want to be a mod originally because you thought you would be too nice, okay? This was before you started randomly banning people, though. So maybe you used to be a nice guy, but now you're in your villain arc. I don't know. I had a friend that would go into ERP bathhouses and pretend to fish in the bathtubs. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. I love it. I did walk in on some people in my apartment once, RPing or ERPing in my shower, which was very weird. I'm saying I have no idea if I'm perceived as nice, so does that mean I am, in fact, not nice? I mean, I think it just depends on your actions, not necessarily, like, what people perceive. Yeah, the mod mind control. The LSD worked on her and she got mind control. Yeah, the mods are the villains, you know? Definitely auntie status, for sure. We already have one cannibal. Why not have two? Because then you'll leave the war, man. I need more soldiers. Mods have to be a good mix of nice and harsh and chaotic. That's true. That's true. Because, like, you have to be kind enough to... Because most people, the first time they break the rule, are not, you know, malicious about it. Most of the time. Not Deadpool, obviously. But, at the same time, you have to be harsh enough to be willing to enforce the rules, which I had a couple mods early on who weren't. And it was kind of like, okay, well, what's the point of being a mod at that point, too? Nah, he was just manipulating you to be a mod, then the mass drop. True. Yeah, Licorice, when I saw that, I just pretended to be AFK. Did they at least pay rent? I wish. I'd read a story of a dude who accidentally earns the rep of being intimidating and a menace simply because of a series of mistakes. Oh, like in Final Fantasy, you mean? Or they in the shower, fine, be prepared for me to ERP irritable bow. That would have been amazing. What rule are we not breaking maliciously? Oh, so I was just saying that, like, mods have to be able to be nice on the first warning because most people that break a rule aren't, like, trying to. Now, if you break the same rule more than once, then it's a little bit different, you know? In their own minds, everyone is nice. It's your actions that count. That's true. That's true. You have to show it, you know?
Akio_Ottery is trying to make bread a cannibal.
No. No, no, no. How could you, Akio? How could you do this to me? I can't believe it. You guys are all just terrible, all right? Yeah, all the cannibalism. All the cannibalism. You guys got some weird fetishes, all right? Instantly act blind as soon as you see that. I just pretended I was AFK. I baked a cousin though? How dare you? Wait, is it the bad cousin? Is it garlic bread? In which case, thumbs up, approved. I don't offer to have any kind of power because I just ban people for funsies with no warning. Well, you know who else banned people for funsies with no warning twice? Raz. He said it was an accident because of mobile Discord, that Gooner's chat just popped up and he accidentally clicked on it, you know? I just got back from dinner and I heard something about cannibalism. I mean, that's pretty par for the course for this stream, you know? Sorry, bread, I baked a baguette today. Okay, you're allowed to bake it as long as it's for worship purposes, okay? Same with you, Akio, all right? If it's plain non-bread, as long as you're worshiping it, not eating it, it's fine, all right? If I had a nickel for every time cannibalism came up in a stream tonight, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that I have it twice. There are no accidents. Yeah. I really think he's just on his villain arc, you know, and he just couldn't resist it. You know, the button was right there. And okay, considering the average bread stream, it seems tame. Exactly. Okay, and there's history. You ate it with pasta? How could you? How could you do such a thing? Sour Bros. Arrest this man. Arrest him. So there's some history with this, okay? So the first time that Razio came into a stream, he was typing something and trying to not be like spoilery about it, and use like some symbols. And my mod Loco was kind of like only half paying attention because he was playing a game. So he saw the symbols and just immediately banned him, thinking that he was a bot. So obviously, you know, we unbanned Raz, you know, we apologized and stuff. But now that he's a mod, he has already accidentally, quote unquote, banned 2 people. And I think it's his way of dealing with the trauma that he had, you know. He just needs to take it out on somebody else, some other innocent, you know, because it's never people that are even saying anything borderline bad in chat, you know. It's not my fault the mod view had buttons and I went full DD. What does this button do? Yeah, straight up power tripping. He's definitely in his villain arc, you know. But between the random bannings and the absolutely diabolical stuff he put in the out of context channel today, you know, he's getting out of control. We need a hero of some sort to bring him back to mod Earth, you know. Otherwise, he may become too powerful. Although the funny thing was, okay, I didn't realize that people can't be VIP and mod at the same time. And it's understandable if I would get banned like this, I would take it. Luckily, it's not me on my villain arc, and I can be the hero. All right, Hori, I'm counting on you and Monarch. Okay, you guys can have a team up movie. You know, just reban it. Loco Spider Sense was right all along, right? What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about. Oh, it was funny. Okay, I didn't know that you can't be VIP and mod on Twitch at the same time. And when I did my debut subathon, one of the incentives was if you donated 10 or more gift subs, you get your name in like you know, you get if you do 5, I think it was, you get VIP. So I went and I VIP'd all the mods that had donated 5 subs on the first day, not realizing that took away their mod power. And Raziel immediately timed out Loco now that he had power and Loco didn't. He's looking for victims just like him, except he does the banning. Exactly. The cycle of abuse continues, you know, and I just can't believe it. I can't believe it, but That one was on purpose. Yeah, that one was straight revenge. Straight up revenge for sure. Insert Walter White. I am the one who bans. All right. We've got like 10 minutes left of the stream. So I'm gonna try to get through a little bit more of the game here, okay? So this is her tweet after her first stream. So, hey everyone, wow, this is my first time meeting all of you. I'm OMG Kawaii Angel, your internet angel. What did you guys think of my first stream? I hope you liked it because I'm gonna keep trying my hardest to bring lots and lots of joy. So please be nice to me. Bless. Delicious
Don't
bunny.
eat me, please.
Okay, so that's what she posted on her main account, okay? And then this is what she posted on her second account. OMFG, I made some basic ass posts on main and everyone was still really nice and commented and liked it and stuff. I'm so glad I was born cute. Thank you, God. Now I have two choices: save up my points for VIP or spend it on something funny. That's true. That's your choice, you know? There's lots of options. Not ban, but you get toasted for breaking the sacred laws of the OOC. True. That's true. Yeah, no comment. She is view botting for sure. That was way too few comments to have 180 people in her stream. And 128 retweets. We love a self-aware queen. True. Okay. All right, so OMG, I'm still shaking. K-Angel finally descends upon the world after we spent so long mulling over her. We've got 1,000 more 1,000 subscribers from one stream? But that's not enough. I want more people to fawn over me. We're only just getting started. I need at least 1 million fans to satisfy my desperate need for approval. We've got to get to that within a month. That's the most motivation I've got. So let's make this month count. We can make K-Angel the biggest streamer in the world if we work together, right? It's like that one image of Dexter with normal Dexter and then evil Dexter in the background, right? So I heard we teaming on Raz, so do I time him out? I don't think you can because you have equal powers to him, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a big goal. Although, I mean, if she got 1,000 in one stream, you know, if she can keep up that momentum, but that is a lot of people. So I'm gonna doubt her. I'm gonna press X to doubt, okay? Doubt all you want. We're still gonna do it. OMG, I really hope we can pull this off. I'm counting on you, P-chan. I might break if you push me too hard, but when that happens, we can just destroy the internet. Yeah, money. Maybe she'll just buy followers. Anyway, I'll be counting on you tomorrow, too. Good night. Mwah. All right, day 2. Does it save automatically? It clearly didn't last time, but I can't remember how to save. Unless it saves at the beginning of the day, which I'm assuming. New game, load game, control panel, restart, shutdown. Yeah, I'm guessing it's at the beginning of the day. So since it's so close to the end of the stream time, I'm gonna go ahead and save that for the next time that we stream this. So that it doesn't, because I can't see any other spot to save, I don't think. Oh wait, no, I did find, okay, data day 2. Okay, yeah, I think it just saves per day. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. That's good to know. Well, last time you hardly made it past the intro dialogue. Yeah, I at least did like 10 minutes. 10 minutes of the game. Which means I did significantly better than the last time. So I hope that you're all very, very, very proud of me for getting 10 minutes into the game. Woohoo, 3 times as much in half the time. Exactly. So we will, I'm 800% better. I was trying to do the math in my head. I was like, okay, I can't do that in my head. At this rate, you complete a playthrough by next December. Yeah, we'll get at least one ending by then. It'd be heartbreaking if you lost so much progress. Oh, not many people can say the same. That's true. I'm like number 1 on the amount of additional progress, you know? Stream shall reach 15 minutes of playtime, probably. So we will be back tomorrow. Secret for doing quick math is not worrying about being wrong. Well, yeah, that's easy when you don't have a chat full of bullies, you know? So we will be back tomorrow to play Schedule 1, which I have played a couple times on stream, like very, very early when I started streaming. But apparently there's like new drugs and stuff. So I think I'll just start like a new playthrough and check those out. So thank you so much for streaming. Yeah, no worries. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you. We don't bully, we course correct. Okay, whatever. Do not bring up Final Fantasy or her Discord lore. She'll derail and yeah. If you want to actually see the game, no Final Fantasy, no Discord lore, no other people's drama that I've read, you know, it's just all too much. Did you say drugs? Yes. Yeah, it's a game about being a drug dealer. So thank you for a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. Thanks all the new people coming in. Thanks all the old people coming by. But yeah, we'll be back to deal some, no dog pictures too. We'll be back to deal some deal some drugs tomorrow. And I hope that you all have a wonderful night.
Monkey042 has followed. Welcome to the cult.